Hey, what's up, everybody? BDO44 coming at you again with another video. All right, so Golden State Warriors, Denver Nuggets game 4 was a very good one. Very good one. The Denver Nuggets stay alive. They did fend off elimination. They will not be swept. 126-121 was the score there in Denver. And what I can honestly say was Jokic and his team did not want to go home. They put up more than enough effort to satisfy my desire to see some real effort out there. Put it like that. Y'all know how upset I was at the Bulls. Go check out my videos. You can see how much I was ranting this morning. They really started my morning off wrong watching them. But Golden State Warriors picked it up, picked my mood back up. I went and did a little art while the game was going on, so a lot of the details I wasn't paying as much attention to, but I was listening to the game more so than I was actually watching it. It was on, but I was doing something else. However, I did get as much information as I needed to know that the Splash Brothers showed up. Jordan Poole's not quite right. Jokic was having a ball out there scoring the basketball. Monte Morris splashing all over the place. He was fantastic shooting the basketball. Bones Highland had some really good highlighted moments where he contributed quite a bit. Boogie Cousins was out there doing the same. You just saw a lot of good things from the Denver Nuggets. Aaron Gordon helping his team on both sides of the floor. He played tremendous. Has had a very good playoffs thus far. And the Denver Nuggets just gave their fans what they came there to see. Hope, good basketball play, and leaving it all on the line. You know what I mean? That's all anybody asks of any of these athletes. Just leave it all on the line. Contest shots. Do the best you can. I think the Golden State Warriors played a fair game, I guess. I think the problem that they ran into was just the health. Jordan Poole wasn't right all night long. Even though he was able to get to the basket and things like that, he wasn't himself. And they just didn't get as much from the bench as they would have liked to have gotten. My suggestion for them was let Jordan Poole have the night off. You know what I mean? And let Moses Moody come up and get these minutes because we know that he's a high-level rookie who just so happens to be on the Golden State Warriors, and because of it, he's further down their depth chart. It's not like his upside doesn't give him, garner you giving yourself an opportunity to play him. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but basically, he's good enough to play in these situations. He just happens to be on this team. So not playing him when you have an opportunity to, particularly when a shooting guard is hurt and trying to run around with the hurt elbow. He also hurt his wrist in this game to some degree, so he's just all banged up. I felt like maybe digging a little deeper into your depth chart, going for some younger, fresher legs, especially in altitude, made some sense. But they got their own way of doing things, of course, and they got a lot of championships. So who am I to tell them anything? But I just feel like in a situation like this, you're kind of running players that are just kind of tired. Honestly, that altitude got to them. They've been playing some good ball lately. They've been fighting, to kind of stave off what Jokic is throwing at them and Boogie's throwing at them. And, they got some active players over there on the Denver Nuggets that can wear you down. And I just felt like they were a little winded, I guess you could say, as a team. Nothing that a little sleep and a little, disappointment in terms of this long flight home won't cure them of. I have the Golden State Warriors in 5 in this series, so my prediction so far looks great. I'm happy about that, but more than anything, I was just happy to see good basketball play. Golden State Warriors gave themselves opportunities at the end of that game. No question about it. Klay Thompson was phenomenal with 32 points, I believe it was, or 33, I forget. Klay had 32, I think it was Steph had 33, or vice versa, but they were both very, very good. Andrew Wiggins played very well in this game as well. You want to give him his credit, some of the things he was doing out there. Austin Rivers, that's who I need to be telling you guys, played really well for the Denver Nuggets. He had 5 or 6 steals. The telecast said 6. Box score said 5. Either way, he was all over the place. He even broke up the final play where they were trying to take advantage of Andrew Wiggins' athleticism and tried to lob him the ball on an inbound play where I thought maybe they could have went in a different direction or kind of made that a little less obvious. But Austin Rivers read it to a T and broke it up in midair. Spectacular fashion, clutch fashion. Probably the highlight of his career thus far, to be completely honest with you, saving the Nuggets season with a defensive play. So if you can't show respect for Austin Rivers and the way that he's been playing these defense, particularly in this game right here, I don't know what's wrong with you, because that's how real he was out there for the Denver Nuggets. All in all, just want to give a lot of credit to that team. Mike Malone made the adjustments necessary, making sure that Jokic turned into a shooter and a scorer in this series, which is something I felt they've needed the entire time. They're just not going to be able to sustain the offensive onslaught that's coming their way if Jokic doesn't hover above 35 points. I said he needs to turn into 50-point Jokic, but 40-point Jokic would work. Well, he had upwards of 38 or whatever I said it was. My numbers are crap, but he had the amount he had, upward 30s. That's close enough. Needless to say, they got the victory. So that's where you want him to be. You're an MVP. We know you can do whatever you need to do to will your team to win, and what you need to do is score. This is how you're going to do it. If you have another one of those 18-point games, that's going to be you going home. Straight up. You got to score like this for the rest of the series. So, all in all, I like what I saw. There was a lot of unsung heroes out there, guys on both sides of the floor, did a lot of good things. I didn't see Gary Payton II out there. I'm wondering if he was on the injury list or if there's something going on with him, because I definitely thought I would see him play tonight. No sight there. So, my thing for Golden State now is to just understand that you're starting to take on some injuries. And one of the strengths that you have is your depth. So, as you continue to go forward in these playoffs, obviously this series is being extended, lean on that bench a bit more and scale back Jordan Poole a little bit, because you're not in this for one series. You're not even in this for the next series. You guys are trying to get a championship, and you're going to need that kid at 100%, just like you're going to need everybody else. I know he's a nice, shiny new object, and I know it's really exciting to have him out there, but it's a bit of an overkill to begin with. You don't, really need to lean on him as much as you do. So when he's not healthy, yeah, scale him back and let him get healthy so he can help you throughout the rest of these playoffs. Because you're running him into the ground, and he's taking on a lot of punishment. And his condition, he's not there yet. It's just not. He's fast enough and he's agile enough to do all that they're asking him to do, but he still needs to hit the weight room a bit more to start taking on some of this contact that he's getting. And now that more and more people are zoning in on him defensively, that's only going to become more and more of a problem for him. So if they keep allowing him to get roughed up like he's been getting, and these injuries keep on piling up, he's going to be less effective for them when they need him the most. Scale him back. Mo Moody is more than capable of doing good things at that shooting guard position for you, just like GP2, just like Andrew Wiggins. All of those guys can do it. You don't need to just run Jordan Poole like he's the only shooting guard you got outside of Klay Thompson. Come on, let's get it together. So that's what I think of that. Draymond Green gets a shout out because he continues to play great defense against Jokic, setting the tone, making me look like a genius once again, because I said he would be the big monkey wrench for Jokic. If Draymond wasn't down there, I think the Nuggets would probably be up in the series. That's how much of a difference Draymond makes on both ends of the floor, in my opinion. They have absolutely no answer for Jokic if Draymond isn't doing exactly what he's doing. So do not lose sight of that, everybody. That's what it is. So, Golden State Warriors, still up, very much so. 3-1, fully comfortable about themselves in the series. But now you're on alert, just like everybody else. When you don't close a team out and you let them get some confidence, you let them taste a little bit of your blood. One game begets another game, just like I said about this series in a previous video. Another game gets another game, and you look up and you're tied 3-3 with your back against the wall, going up against a team that's had their back against the wall for 3 straight games and a winning streak against you. So that is definitely what you do not want. Golden State needs to close this team out. I ain't saying it's an easy task, but you're headed back to your building. You'd better do it there, because if you don't do it there ain't no guarantee you're going to do it when you get to Denver. And after that, all bets are off. Health and safety protocols still looming. No extra basketball is needed. Shut them down when you get back home. That's what I'm saying. If they don't do it, this is going to start getting interesting. I'm telling you. Golden State must win this game. Period. That's all there is to say. So, now we got another game coming up. I'm going to definitely go check that out. Try to give it a little more eye work than I did this particular game. Let myself actually see this one a little more. The Hawks and the Heat. So, thank you guys for watching BDF 44. I think the game ball should definitely go to Austin Rivers for just making all types of unsung plays in these playoffs, particularly when his back was against the wall. Yeah, you got bigger stars out there doing big things, but ain't nobody winning that game without everything he did out there. So, that's what I got to say. Salute to him. Salute to the Nuggets. Salute to everybody. BDF 44. Thank y'all. Peace.